This video is for Scorpio. I cannot talk, y'all. Forgive me. I'm recovering from COVID, so a little bit of a COVID brain thing going on. And as I was saying in the last reading, I'm feeling kind of rusty, so bear with me. I'm going to keep going with this until they start making sense, because that's how I did it before. I've been out of this for so long now. But we're just going to go with what we get. So Scorpio, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? Because my stomach is kind of feeling sick. I'm feeling as if I can't really move. And your cards are kind of indicating that same kind of energy. All right. Some of you could be dealing with legal issues, maybe conflicts and belief systems between you and another person. Or maybe you're dealing with foreign people, foreign places, foreign lands, spirituality, publishing, any of that kind of stuff. All right. It doesn't have to be, but I always look at the numbers too, and it kind of indicates potentially that might be a factor here for some of you. But I just kind of feel this stuck energy. I also kind of get this like daydreamy energy, but it feels very self-sabotaging. Okay? And I'm not saying that, everything that happens to you is your fault. I hear people say that, and that is a total crack. But when you continue to hold on to a narrative and refuse to, I'm going to be honest with you, I want to say it this way, and I'm going to do it. When you refuse to flush the toilet and just want to keep staring at what's in it, that's pretty much what you're doing here. All right? And it's got you in this stance where it's provoking a lot of anxiety and fearfulness within yourself, okay? Maybe not wanting to confront a shadow side of yourself, which is unusual for Scorpio, because usually you're pretty good at that, but there's something here that you're not really able to face full head on, all right? It's a challenge for you, I'm hearing. I feel like you're afraid to make certain movements, or you're afraid of, it's almost like you're afraid to, if you move, that somebody will notice, kind of thing. I don't know if that makes sense, but just hear me out. This is the energy. It's not necessarily the full-on like detailed story, but I get this feeling that you are fearful that you've lost your last chance with somebody or within a situation here because you were keeping score. That's how it feels. And it also kind of feels like a depleted energy. So that's why I say what I'm saying. You're fearful that something here is going to be, I think you feel like you've already lost your last shot, so to speak. But you're not letting on to it fully. This may be something that's more on an internal basis. It's not something that most of you are sharing with the world, though. I mean, you could, but it's more of an internal dialogue here that needs to change. The feeling that I'm getting here, though, is that like you have this one shot to fix a situation, but because you're not sure if that was your last shot or not, you're just not moving at all. You're not making a choice or not speaking those words. You're not willing to make the sacrifice that it takes to make this situation move, so to speak. and it's become very overgrown and outdated now. For some of you, this has something to do with a hidden marriage, a hidden relationship, a hidden legal contract. It could any of that, or something that's hidden around those subject matters anyway, and maybe even a romance. I don't know. I'm getting two different stories here. Some of you, like maybe you went on vacation or took a break from the situation, but you were honest with somebody about this in secret. Does that make sense? So maybe it's something that you kept secret, but there's somebody you did confide in about it. All right. Yeah, and look, like here's secret, partnership, legal, recovery. So I don't know what to say about that. For some of you, oh, this is so difficult to understand. But some of you, it may be like, for instance, say that you were not married, but you secretly, or wait, you told people that you weren't married, but you actually got back together. It could be something like that. Wow, this is difficult to read. This is very difficult to read. Either way, let me just put that aside. I'm not going to try to understand. I'm just going to start taking impressions now because it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I almost get this feeling like you're just trying to recover the comfort rather than address the problem. That's what I really want to say. There is a lying spirit. I don't know if that's you or if that's somebody that's in your surroundings. There is a lying spirit. Now be careful, because that could be literal. So be careful about the advice that you take from the spirit realm. Make sure it's of the right source. Okay? That's another thing I'm going to say. Either way. Could be a Leo or a Taurus or a Pisces or a Libra. Doesn't have to be. I just feel like you held on to some situations just so you didn't have to deal with being honest. That's what I feel. You were hopeful that you'd be able to like recover the peace and be able to take a break, so to speak, rather than to deal. And now that may be coming back to haunt you. Okay? All right, guys. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you again soon.